Good afternoon, everyone. You have completed your test. I am sending solution of that test. Fifth science. Time is 20 minutes. Marks 10 marks. First is take the correct answer. First question, which of the following should occur first when plants reproduce through flowers? A. Dispersal, B. Germination, C. Pollination, or D. Fertilization. Which of the following should occur first when plants reproduce through the flowers? Answer is C. Pollination. Pollination occurs first. Pollination, I think you know very well. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower is called pollination. Second question, an ovary of a flower contains A. pollens, B. ovules, C. anther, or D. stamens. An ovary of a flower contains, answer is ovules. Third, the pollen grains must reach the dash of the flower for pollination to occur. Option is A. stigma, B. filament, C. style, or D. ovule. Right answer is A. stigma. Question number 4. Which part of a flower produces pollen grains? A. ovary, B. anther, C. style, or D. stamen. Right answer is anther. Do you know stamen is the male reproductive part? It bears at the tip, anther, and the long stalk is known as the filaments. So stamen has the two parts. Number one anther and second is filament. Anther produces the pollen grains. Question number 5. The pollen grains of a flower A are transferred to the stigma of flower B of a different plant of the same species. This process is called, this is the self-pollination. Second, cross-pollination. Yeah, it is fertilization या D germination. Now you understand, listen carefully this question. The pollen grains of flower A are transferred to the stigma of flower B of a different plant of the same species. This process is called the cross pollination. Pollination, first of all, transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower is called pollination. Pollination are two types. One is the self pollination, second is the cross pollination. Self pollination, the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower is called the self pollination, and the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of another flower of the same species is called cross pollination. The answer is cross pollination. B part, define the following. Number 1, reproduction. Reproduction, the process by which organisms produce young ones of their own kind, is called reproduction. Organisms produce young ones of their own kind it is called reproduction. Clear this definition? The process by which organisms produce young ones of their own kind is called reproduction. Second definition is fertilization. Fusion of pollen grains with ovule is called fertilization. Fusion of pollen grains with ovule is called fertilization. Very simple definition. Yeah, you can say fusion of male gametes with female gametes. In this process, zygote is formed. That is called the fertilization. Next is cotyledons. Inside seed coat, fleshy seed leaves are found. which store food for baby plant. Clear it? Inside the seed coat, fleshy seed leaves are found which store food for the baby plants. Next is fourth, pollination. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. Pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. Fifth, stamen. Male reproductive part of a flower is called stamen. Clear this?